Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day here today. In case you don't know already, Melly drops literally today in a few hours. I don't know when I upload this, but let's say, I think I'm going to upload this at this time. So let's say 12 hours from now, then Melly should release, but I could be way off. So tonight, basically at like 8 p.m. EST, he's going to be out. Or that's when like maintenance starts. So keep in mind, we're very close to his release and all that is going to happen. So here today, get ready for it. The quick preparation guide, which you should be doing right now, just to have ready his gear sets, best teams, some stuff that I can go and mention before he releases. With that being said, let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe. Let's have some fun with it. So first thing, the biggest thing, you literally might not need to even prepare, right? There are some things that you already have, being not this. This is a lot of materials. This is enough basically to get him, I think, to 100. Right? To 100? From 90 to 100, I think that's how much it is. Then you also have this over on the side, which is good for his cosmetics if you want to go and max those out. When you get the Santa one also, that's one that you can also go and max out. You also got 2 UR pennants, 63 of these Super Awakening tokens. You have a lot of the mats here. So grinding / farming for any of these things aren't necessary. The thing that is necessary is books, okay? This character specifically is a dark character. You had a light character being Escanor, and I bet you realized how hard it is to get these books if you're a new player. And like, you need a lot of them. To level this character, you need a lot of them. So if you haven't already farmed for it, or you don't already have that many books, I highly recommend you just go over here, go to the quick special dungeon, spend like, what, 20 minutes, which is like at least a few runs. Get a few books, all right? Get a bunch of them. You'll need a lot, right? So you'll need 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. So you then go and like convert into dark books. So keep that in mind that you're gonna need to farm this. If you want to go and use autoclick tickets, go for it. If you want to use these things we've been getting constantly, go for it. But you will need books, okay? And when you have those books, you'll then have to go over here to King. Or not even King, just go to the menu. My characters are already level 100 on all of them that are light or dark, so I can't show that to you. But if you were to go to like the character specifically, it'll be like a little button in the bottom right, and you can just click that and basically have the ability to trade your red, green, blue books for, you know, better dark books or light books, depending on what you need to level up, right? So with it, go over here, and then you have to higher exchange basically, or is it equivalent exchange? Yeah, equivalent exchange over here, and then just, you know, you see currently I can only make 5 of these. You'll need a lot of these, so I do recommend you check it out, see how much you actually got to do. It will take you a lot of mats, so start farming books, just have them ready. You might have to also get like 1-star books, so you might have to farm a lower stage just so you can get it, or just exchange lower to get that, but just that's a lot of it, so have fun with that. The full awakening token also is in the mail, but if you don't get it, just go to Merlin and just exchange for it. You'll get it. Also, King's gonna have the event over on Global when the Fez drops, so you can just exchange for a full awakening token there. But again, SA coins, all of that will be needed for this banner. There's a lot of units releasing, you know that, right? With Escanor's banner the same way, people needed mats. There's a lot of units on this banner for, again, Melly, that you might want to level up right away. You might get, you know, the rest of the Demon team and actually need to go and use them for Melly if you want to. Or you might pull Merlin, or you might pull somebody else that you really want to use. So a lot of the mats are required, so have fun farming right now. Get everything ready so when he drops, you can just level up your whole team and jump into PvP and have some fun. So keep that in mind. Again, with the gear set though, right? So you did have this over here for Griamore. The gear set, it's like really easy to craft. Let me show it to you real quick. So again, for Trader Melly, right? So it's the same gear set, it's the same Melly, it's the same name Melly. So you can just use the same one you have here. But if you would like to, there's 2 sets, okay? One set is attack crit. I've seen people saying go pierce damage for the substats. I'm gonna just remain attack because all my Meliodas remain attack, so I don't know if it's really wise to change to pierce. I'm not going to, okay? If anybody comments down below and like it gets a lot of people saying like, yeah, agreeing with it, you might want to switch to pierce, but I don't think so. People have been saying it. I personally think just scale off attack is fine. Yes, one of his attacks do scale off pierce, so maybe it's a better thing, but I would just remain the attack substat. Personally, that is what I would do. But again, it's fully up to you. It's just the same gear set you have. So if you want to go for a main gear set for all of PvE, okay, and potentially also PvP, you're going to go attack crit. That is how you're going to do it. That is always how you're going to do it. You have to go and compete in content. You have the demons, you have demonic beasts, you have anything that is PvE, you're going to need attack crit. There's no point in HP defense. HP defense is only for PvP if you're competing in high tier freaking ungeared to where you need to out CC. That's the only place, right? So again, keep that in mind. That is how it works and how it operates. You don't always need attack crit, or rather HP defense in PvP too. You can just run attack crit. It's just for Melly specifically. I don't know, he kind of does a lot of damage, similar to Estarossa, where it's like encroached, then you do the damage. It's pretty useful, right? But, you know, because you already hit so much, you don't need it. Again, I would say that attack crit for PvE, go for that. I would just save your similar gear set you have for Trainer Melly. But again, if you wanted to, you can go and craft an HP crit, or HP defense rather, have fun with that. You don't need to though. I would just remain attack crit. That's mainly PvE and partially PvP. if you would like to for out CC purposes and all of that, you can go and create the HP defense. So super simple. Substats are basic as usual, just defense, HP and all of that. Again, I don't know, dude. I don't know if people want to do Pierce. If you want to try it, you definitely can. I personally haven't. I just did attack on JP. And global, I already have attack, so there's no point. That's my point, but, you know, let me know if you're doing something different. I'm curious. Heading over to GC database real quick, to show you the teams that actually work for Purgatory Melee. Basically, to give this to you very simply, he is a demon character. So put 2 and 2 together. What does that mean? You put him on demon team, okay? You have a Zerg Estarossa, you have Zeldris, the new one, and you have potentially the new Chandler. If you don't have a new Chandler, just use Ragbon on bench. That will be perfectly fine. If you have Cusack, you could kind of formulate a team with that. Just put Cusack on there too, the new one, by the way. All those things do check out. But again, if you're running Melee, demon team is not bad. It's a really good thing. You kind of maximize all his buffs, which if you look right here, he has an additional buff for just demons, which I think is Bond of Purgatory. It says decreases damage received by demon allies by 20%. So again, he works on demon team and he's very good on demon team. Doesn't mean that's his only team. People are pushing that thing that he only works on demon team. That is when they're not summoning for it. That is super false. That is super false, okay? So he works on this team, yes. He additionally works on anybody that's a sin. For example, a great team is to run Escanor on the side, this ultimate Escanor. Then you can run Merlin for debuffs, right? To consistently have debuffs applied, because she literally does that, which is one thing. You can also, instead of Merlin, just run Liz, because Liz, again, will buff constantly, you know, the whole team and keep you alive right here. You can kind of see from her passive, she's really good for that. I've seen somebody run, like, DN just for CC and a stance to keep Melee alive, in case he tries to get focused or something happens with that with, like, Escanor on the other side. So that is there, too. Again, people asking about, is the new Liz now broken? No, no. This is like, I don't know in the future if this becomes good for anything. It's just, she's not good. So if she was a bench unit, you could consider something. She's not a bench unit. She's she has to be on the field. So it's like no point to that, right? So again, mainly Melee works with sins, some festival sins that you do have. He also does work with Demon Team, which is mainly the thing that people are running him with, which again, both are very good. Keep that in mind. Both are very good. It's not just one is good, that's it. Some other teams that I did see, I don't know, you can run Green Gother for like the passive and run a human on the side, or a giant if you want to. That can also work. I don't know, someone was running Ult Rush. I ran into PvP with someone running Ult Rush. If you want to try it, it's not bad, but mainly that's like what you're looking at for this character. He mainly works on some Sin Festival teams, and he will mainly work over with Demon Team. That's what you want to build. So make sure if you have Estarossa, if you have Chandler, Cusack, or the new ones, by the way, right? Not the old ones. The new Zeldris, all these characters work on Demon Team. If you have the old Chandler, also would kind of work for a stance and all of that. If you have Escanor, the new one, if you have new Fez Merlin, if you have Deanne, Liz, these are all characters to build and prepare for when Melee does drop, just so you have a team to formulate and kind of play with. So that's mainly what I would lean on. Might be some other options there that I just ignored, but that's like pinnacle, in my opinion, all right? That's pinnacle. With it though, just do the normal things. Get all of your mats ready, get all of your gear ready. Again, attack crit, potentially HP defense if you're trying to go into high tier PvP. That's mainly what I would go for. Yeah, that's really it. Get your exchanges on right there. Finish at whatever events are currently active. Have fun. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe. Prepare your gems also. Yeah, peace out. Best of luck on your summons today. Hope you all pop off. You got this. Enjoy your first summons of 2023. It's going to be crazy.